Look, deep down, most of us know who and what we are. The problem often is admitting it. If you're writing your story only for you, it shouldn't be as difficult. You can take the gloves off because no one else is going to see it. This also holds true if you're leaving your writing behind to be read after you're gone. Then it will no longer matter what people think. If you're writing to share publicly or even with just family and friends, you have to reveal some parts of yourself that you may not want to. And what you do reveal has to be the truth. That can be difficult. It can't be stressed enough. If you are egotistical, then you're doomed from the beginning. There is always someone out there who will put you in your place, who knows the real you and knows the real story, or enough of it to challenge you on it. We also all know someone who has an overinflated version of themselves. This never works when you're telling your story, so you have to sort of knock the ego down, but you also have to knock any self hatred down as well. You have to be as neutral as you can about yourself, and that's not always easy. Your ego can also work against you if you paint yourself as the lowest of the low, and we know people who do this. You may do it. You may know somebody who does this, and they may not even realize that they're doing it. They paint themselves as the lowest of the low so that somebody will tell them that they're not. They're seeking external validation. Do not seek external validation. It's for you and for yourself. Even if you think very low of yourself, don't paint yourself that way for validation, and think about it if you are. And I'll explain a little bit more in detail in the next slide. So, truth is the currency here. You have to write the truth as you see it. Then you have to pick it apart a bit. It has to be your truth. The reason for that is what's true to you, or looks true to you, or feels true to you, may seem false to others. Before you start, you have to make a pact with yourself to stay true. True to yourself, true to your story, and to tell the truth as you see it. Remember that you are the main character in your story. If you're writing in the second person, you might think you won't reveal yourself. You will. You will reveal yourself through your words and how you write. No matter how hard you try, the inner you is going to come out. So expect that. If you're writing in the third person, you will have to write some description of your character in the story. You can be outside yourself, but you still need to provide some insight to who you are as a character in that story in the third person. So you're telling your story. Why were you there? Why as a person first, then why as a duty or an assignment? Making fun of yourself is one of the easiest ways to start. It takes down your exterior guard and offends no one when we make fun of ourselves. You show some of your own vulnerability through humor. You can take other routes as well. You can just be straight up and just tell it like it is. People respect straight talk. I'm a straight talker for the most part. It comes from being in the Marine Corps, and it also comes from being from New Jersey. Straight talk with yourself is always the best. And then decide how straight you want to talk or how humorous you want to be. But don't turn yourself into a comedian too much when you're going through this. Always stick with the KISS principle, especially when you're starting out. Keep it simple, stupid. Don't complicate your story with too much information. If it does just start pouring out, then let it. You can always go back, edit, or delete later. Sometimes it will just flow straight out of you. Other times, you're going to struggle to write a sentence. Let the process work as you work the process. If you are alive to write about something, you live through it and you have overcome it to some extent. Maybe not completely on a psychological, spiritual level, or even on a physical level. That might be what you're working on right now. You are the protagonist or hero of your story. Maybe it's time to recognize that. Thank you. We're going to start getting into the essays and the action in the next sections, which will also include case studies that you can look at and take lessons from, or just to review and see how others have written their own stories.